The moment of impact arrives with a sickening jolt, metal tearing, a cacophony of groaning steel and snapping composites. You feel a searing pain in your left arm as the cockpit crumples, dust and debris engulfing your vision. The world spins violently, then lurches to an abrupt, unsettling halt. Silence, thick and suffocating, replaces the deafening roar of failing engines. You push against the mangled controls, your breath ragged and shallow. You check your co-pilot, but their stillness is absolute, a grim realization washing over you with chilling clarity. Unstrapping, your body protests with every movement, sharp aches radiating from your ribs and head. You crawl from the wreckage, the desert air hot and dry against your face, carrying the scent of jet fuel and burnt metal. The airframe, once a proud AC-135 stratotanker designed for aerial refueling, lies broken, a twisted monument to the sudden violence. You survey the desolation, the vast Iranian landscape stretching endlessly under a hostile, indifferent sky. You need to find water, find shelter, and somehow signal for help from this desolate, war-torn place. Dawn of day 2. The sun crests the jagged horizon, painting the sky in harsh oranges and reds that mirror the burning pain in your arm. You shiver despite the rapidly rising heat, the night's penetrating chill still clinging to your bones and seeping into your injured joints. Your left arm throbs, a dull, insistent ache that has become a constant, unwelcome companion. You scavenge the immediate wreckage again, meticulously, finding a half-empty canteen with perhaps a liter of water and a tattered survival blanket, barely enough. The mission was a critical refueling operation for fighter jets, now it's just you, a lone survivor in enemy territory. You ration the meager water, each sip a conscious, desperate act of survival, the taste metallic and warm. Your stomach growls, a hollow echo in the vast emptiness, demanding sustenance you do not possess. You spot a distant ridge, a potential vantage point, but the effort to reach it seems monumental, an insurmountable task for your battered body. You feel the gnawing fear, a cold knot in your gut, as the profound reality of your isolation settles in. You are utterly alone, a solitary figure against an unforgiving land, the silence punctuated only by the distant, faint sounds of conflict. Midday, day 5. The sun beats down relentlessly from a merciless sky, pushing the temperature past 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 degrees Celsius. You press your parched lips together, conserving every precious drop of moisture, your throat raw and scratchy. Your skin feels like parchment, cracked and dry, stinging with every movement. You recognize the chaotic and unpredictable nature of modern warfare impacting civilian infrastructure and personnel. Your crippled KC-135, designed for aerial refueling, is now a stark example of this, a 136-foot-long wreckage in a 49 degrees Celsius desert. Note, the system lens is integrated here with real numbers. You scan the horizon, desperate for any sign of life, any movement that isn't a heat-induced mirage shimmering on the distant sand. The silence is broken only by the ceaseless wind, a dry, hot whisper that carries no comfort, only more dust. You construct a crude shelter from a piece of fuselage and a few rocks, offering minimal, temporary respite from the brutal, direct sun. Your thoughts drift to the Delta Force, a United States Army Special Operations unit, clinging to the hope they are out there, searching, but Iran's airspace can be highly contested during periods of conflict, making rescue difficult. Radio communication is vital for rescue operations, but your comms are dead, a cold, hard fact. The third sunset paints the sky in bruised purples and oranges, a beautiful but grim spectacle that offers no solace. You watch it descend, feeling another day slip away, another day closer to the edge of your endurance. The distant rumble of artillery, faint but unmistakable, reminds you that you are deep within a war-torn Iranian landscape, a constant, low thrum against the vast quiet. You hear the faint buzz of insects, a small, irritating presence in the overwhelming silence, a reminder of persistent life in this harsh environment. Your resolve is tested to its breaking point, a profound loneliness settling deep within your bones, heavier than any physical ache. You clutch the last of your water, a few precious milliliters, knowing it must last until morning, if morning even comes. Survival in arid desert environments requires careful rationing of water, a lesson you learn anew with every agonizing hour. You close your eyes, the sand gritty beneath your fingers, feeling the immense weight of your situation. The average temperature in the Iranian desert can exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 degrees Celsius, in summer, and the nights offer only a brief, deceptive coolness before the heat returns.